PBSA. Hello. PBSA. Your mic is off.
God damn, this is like the biggest detail and I've missed it. God damn, sorry about that. Have I just been spoken to an empty mic all the time? God damn, I should have make this. Okay, I need to make another intro. God damn. So that's why we had 0 viewers. Yeah, that's like the. God damn, this already started very well, isn't it? Yeah, excellent start. Like this professional. Oh yeah. So basically, hello there, welcome to eluukkanen live stream for ya. We had a microphone. So basically the idea is that we're going to be doing a video game, a Final Fallacy. Are you familiar with Final Fallacy? Let me know. It's a brand new upcoming video game that is open world. There's a kingdom that you have to save and you have to fight over. What is this kingdom about? Yes.
Off to a great start.
Yeah, off to a great start. That's the good thing. Good stuff. Good stuff. You know, that's the magic of streaming. That's the thing. Yeah, gladly we now got that back. I need to. Well, I'll just leave it there. I suppose everybody just like what's happening in the beginning section. Yeah, but who knows. Thing is, though, today we're gonna be making a video game map in a game I'm making, and the story behind that is basically I've been wanting to have a good RPG for a long time, but I think many of the RPGs they do not have all the things in there. They don't have all the things in there. What I mean by all the things, well, they do not have these intricate systems like pen and paper games have. Of course, that's the people say it's limitations. I tell you, it's not. Of course, graphics and these sort of things, animation, they will limit the engine, you know, and they have less time to focus on actual gameplay, actual interesting stuff. But we in this project, we're actually going to be focusing on interesting stuff, like, you know, you're able to actually, you start from a main village, you can actually destroy the village or conquer it and that sort of stuff. You can actually become the richest man on the world, or you can just thieve everybody. Like, there's a main quest, but you don't need to go do that. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the whole thing. Final Fallacy, the greatest lie ever made, is that a game can be just limited. But I tell you, it cannot be. I'll make sure it's not. So basically here today we're going to be editing our world map. A world map. What is that? Well, a world.
PBSA.
Absolutely a limitation.
In a way is really a limitation, a financial limitation.
I suppose, but there are other ways that you can actually make a game interesting, and it is just thinking about the systems and just thinking outside of the box. And I have a financial limitation. I have a limitation, and I'm still making sure that each NPC can do certain stuff. I'm going to be showing the world that can be done. You know, that's how bold. Those are bold words, but I'm able to do it. Trust me, I'm able to make that possible. So we're going to be opening the world map on here. Actually go here. Let me show that you don't see the whole world map. That's it. I don't want to spoil the game too much, but this is basically the beginning area of the game, and there's something on the sea, but you know, whatever, I'm going to be taking that off from there. So basically, this is the world map. You can see it. Here we go. There's a lot of things in there, you know, actually outside of this, but basically this is the beginning area of the whole game. My areas that I've actually divided this into these zones. And these zones are basically areas that I'm going to be now putting into map forms. I've already many systems in place. Like I've said, like I've already put like this map, this map, this map, this map, this map, this map, and this map, and this map into map files. I'm going to be now adding this map. Actually, I have done that, I think. So I'm going to be adding a few maps on here and putting them and building them as each individual maps as we can have. Like, let me actually go distant here. Here we go, like these sort of things. Basically, this is kind of like sketching the world out, as I show. Like, there's going to be a lot of different maps on here. It seems like very simple. It's kind of like painting a picture, but this is the thing. I have already many systems ready, like NPCs and such. I just need to have the maps in order to just let the world be inhabited. That's the thing. That's the thing. So that's why we... Oh, you saw something. Oh, goddamn, you saw some information. Anyways, let's now go back here and start working on this. So I think this environment is done. Let me actually go and see. Just in curiosity. So these are the few places on here. Actually see. Yeah, we have already done some of the things on here. So let's actually go back to the world map. Here we go. And basically that's the process today. We're going to be doing some world map things. If you have any suggestions on your mind about the world, let me know. And I tell you, it's a bold words that I say that I'm able to do a certain stuff, but I'm able to do it. I'll tell you, I'm able to do it because many games just don't focus on many things like that. What I just mentioned. Many games won't focus on it, and I'm able to make sure that, like, let's say, if we made a bird on a neighboring village, and usually in games that bird is not very important, but you can actually, he can join your travels and this sort of stuff. So that's what we're doing now. Well, let's make a map. Let me actually make these markings. So I'm actually not done this map. Here we go. The next thing I'm going to be doing is this one here. There's a big stable in the middle and stuff. We're going to be doing this. So let me actually go back to a region like this. And yeah, it might seem big, and people have been saying me that what you're doing is kind of crazy. But I'm telling you, it's possible very much on many different aspects. So now this is the map we're going to be actually putting into our map file. So we're actually going to be taking a template over here. Copy. Pass to references. Let me just make it name like horse place, because basically you can buy horses from here. Very good. Let's go to actually make that as a reference picture. Let me copy that as a picture. Here we go. Let's go from here and put here as a picture. Here we go. If you have any questions on the game development side of things, let me know. Of course, I'm still in doing some kind of thing. I don't know what you actually say on what I'm doing right now, but it's a very important task that has to be done. And yes, I might not be doing the traditional way of game development, but it's very important. Very important indeed. Now, one of the things I'm going to be doing is, like, we have the reference now, so we're going to the horse place. Let's go behind here. Here we go. Here we go. This is the map that we're going to actually be doing. Let's see the references. Yes, indeed. Let's make the coastline first. Let's go. As you can see, this is like I'm basically painting the thing. Somebody could use an algorithm to make the world, like how it looks and such, but I have an idea already how it's going to be, so this is going to be how it is. Let's go a little map on that. And let's start the process, indeed. So, yeah, so it might, I don't know how does it look right now, how does it look, but it is what is going to be all about, this whole game. There's a big areas. I'm going to be doing kind of like a fantasy simulator. That's the whole idea of it. And why so? Well, I have wanted to see this living, breathing world. Old RPGs like Might and Magic, they actually tried something like this. But I've not seen too many games of actually try it out. How are you doing PBSA today? Of course, we had a stream today already, so I've already asked that. Oh man, good to see. I have this, my friend actually just came to me and said, like he's quitting the server. I haven't like it, and I can understand he has had some rough time, so he has to do that. And we already did a video about how the community building. I'm still very limited on that, but I'm gonna be honest to you. Unlike some, I'm gonna be honest to you and say, how things are, and sometimes things are not good. Now, let's go and see how this goes. Something like that. Here we go. It's not like 100% accurate, but that's what you cannot completely do that if you take too much. It would take too much of time, and I'm going to be doing some fixes on it later on. There's so many things in here. Actually, make this quest like this. Here we go. If any questions on the game, let me know. I'm currently going to be working on this as we go. Now, so basically, one of the things I just noticed is that, yes, so basically, yeah, I did a mistake on here. It's going to be like, rough in here, rough. And the next part is actually going to be kind of like this. Here we go. So these are the world maps indeed. You are now seeing a creation of a world map as maps themselves. I'm going to be inhabiting, like, after this algorithm to actually put trees and these sort of stuff. Of course, individual object, I'm not going to be too much of using that time on that, but still. So we have C now. Let's actually put C in here. Let's put some setups on here so we actually know where we go. This is how it now looks, the borders. Here we go. Let's make the C now. So basically the C, if I understand, there's one high C and then there's coastline in here, like this. Here we go. Here we go. Very good, very good. Then let's do like painting on here. Yeah, and actually starts to look something like, yeah, very, very nice. There's one thing I actually need to change on this coastline. It has to be more like no, like real looking, I suppose. Yeah, here we go. And now it's better. Very good, very good. So now we have some of the details in here. Let me know what you thought on that. You know, that's basically what we are doing on here. Indeed. Very simple things, very simple things. And of course in the beginning it's not going to be too much of impressiveness, but you know, we've got to be working hard. Now let's see. So we have a few forest tiles on here. Here we go. Forest, that's now put there. And then we have some moors. Here we go. Let's put that in there. Very good. The next thing we got... button. Next thing we're gonna be doing the road. Basically, it's a road starts from the from here, if I understand right. Here we go. Let's make it so that if I actually go to the what's this, the map? Then actually this map. So we're gonna be putting this one in here, so I know how this road will go. That's the thing. Let's go to the horse place. So this is how it goes on this side. Very good to know. Let me take all the useless things out of here. Very good. Here we go. So now I know where the road location is, because it has to mimic. Like basically, these are the maps. Like you go, like of course it doesn't look too impressive, but basically you are from this position in the map, and when you are in here, it basically changes to another map. Like it's kind of an open world thing, but you know. You cannot do like a seamless, unfortunately, but you know there's no loading screens behind these maps, so that's very good stuff. There we go. Let's go on here, and let's start putting the road. So basically, the road, well, as I notice, it's basically it goes to the very coast, directly to the coast. Indeed, this is one of the areas in the main kingdom area. Indeed. Oh, interested to see how people will travel in these areas when the game gets in ready state. I'm doing something like with it, which is a very big sort of undertaking, but still, I do want to make this, because the thing is, I adore games that, you know, try something new, and I want to do something like that. You know, basically, let's do some farm area on here. Let's see how many tiles there are. Let's say 1, 2, and there's going to be here. This is going to be it looks kind of like it in the picture. You know, of course it's going to be less blocky when we release it fully, but still we have all the basic information there, which is important. Now let's just make okay, so there's a farmhouse thing, and of course we'll be adding more details on it, but so we know that there's an actual farmhouse in here, which is of course very good. Here we go, farmhouse as we have here. Very good. This is the farmhouse location. Let's have a tiny little road on there. There we go. And now we have one map ready, basically one of the maps, which, and of course it's not fully ready, but you know, basis is there. Very good. In that way. Very good. Let's continue forward. Continue forward our adventure, indeed. Because I'm a music guy mostly. I don't know how people actually, you know, look at me when I do this game and stuff. But you know, this is a huge passion of mine, so of course I'm going to be working on it. Yes, indeed. Perhaps I'm streaming for some people too much. I had some unsubscription. I don't really care too much of that. If you don't want to have me in there, that's alright. I'm not going to be forcing anyone's hand, and that's really good. There we go, here we go. This is the walls in here. And we have that, very good. So basically, let's go to the next location. Let's make the... Let's make sure that we can now count here that we have done this. Very good. The next map we're going to be doing is here in this area. If you have any good names for the places, let me know. Have I already done this though? Haven't actually. Yes, let's actually do it. Basically this area. We save the game. There we go. So we are doing another area here. Let's go to the reference. Basically it looks like this. Let me actually do one thing that they actually do well. Now it's fixed. So basically there's a little swamp area in here. You have to be careful of doing that right away. But yeah, there's a lot of forest, swamps, very, very good stuff. No. And there's a little bit of like this sort of island on here. I'm actually going to see that. Yeah, there's this bandit place in here actually to be making sure that I know that there's the bandit place. But yes. So now let's put this map on a reference. Let me take a picture out of it. Very good. We got the reference picture. Here we go. This is going to be important for us as we do these maps. And let's have another template map on here. Very good, very good. We are doing some process on here, indeed. Game development side of things. Here we go. How's your day going? Have you been actually thinking yourself if you would like to make a game? Like, what would you like to do for it? Like, many people say like they have different what they want to do and such. I personally want to do this sort of like big open world RPG, as with all of my, of course, limitations that this thing can have, but still as much as possible to make it good. So now let me do a little like this sort of thing here. The next thing is going to be sort of bump. Ooh, yeah, like this. Oh, that's a too big bump, I think. There we go. Still, that's better. All right. Then the next one is going to be. Actually, did I do it wrong? I think I did it wrong. Be careful of this. Tell the perspectives on there. So now. Yeah, I cannot do too many mistakes here. That's the thing. It's going to be hard to fix them later on if I do. Actually, that's not a good sign. Like this, I think better. Here we go. That's very good. Now, next thing is again one of these like bumps like this. And the final is this sort of like whoa coastline in here. Very good. Yes, the world map is kind of already done, but like now we're actually doing some actual see. So we have this very tiny island here, like this, and the next one is going to be a little bit bigger thing. It doesn't look like in the map in reference thing, but it's basically this bandit place in there. So that has to be kept. That has to be kept. Now let's actually add the sea in there. Yes, sea. There we go. C is added. Let's add a more C. So that's that. It looks like what it is. Yes, indeed. There's a little bit of sea level in there, so I should put that in. Not too much of it, but still. The thing is, though, what's the next thing in the reference? Of course, the swamp area is going to be a bit harder one, but of course, let's put that in there. Alright, here we go. There's a big swamp area near the main city. There's going to be a lot of nasty little creatures in there. All of these nasty little creatures. So now let's put this sort of fashion. That's next. One of the things actually going to be doing making this white, so it's much more clear. Like this, very good. Next, what are we going to be doing is there we go. Putting it like this. And this is my main thing I do right now. That's why I wanted to bring it to eluukkanen channel as well, because this is what I basically do. I don't know how many people are there RPG fans themselves, but this is what I'm going to be doing, and doing it as best as I can. That's the thing. Actually, I did do that wrong, didn't I? Yes, I did. So let's put here like this, very good, and let's see how this goes again. So, like, yeah, I think like that. Yeah, so basically one, and then there's going to be like how's that shape? Like this. Very good. Hopefully interesting to see how this game process goes. I don't know how impressive it is to look at, actually. Yeah, I have no idea. But I think this is actually how it should be done. So basically, it's going to be a bump. It's going to be like this. Then the next part is going to be like this setup situation. Here we go. The next one is going to be nasty swamp area. Swamp area is actually very dangerous, so you want to actually very much go around it if you want, if you can. That's the thing. Here we go. The swamp area. Already done some swamp maps here, but I tell you it's going to be lovely looking. Here we go. Swamp. So that's that. Now, what else? You know, it's not the right color. I'm going to be changing the color, fixing it now. Let's add the forest, which is of course in this position, this position, this position. If I remember right. Let me see it again. Here we go. Also, there's forest in. I did this wrong. Like 1, 2, 3. So there's like 1, 2. Okay, I've again done some wrong things here. Like this is actually, you have to be very careful in here how you do this. I think the swamp area is right, but the sea area is not. So let me actually fix that if I can, as much as possible. Yeah, that is actually true. So let me save that as well. So yeah, there's a problem in here. You have to be careful on this. Here we go. Now, sometimes people show me this game called Dwarf Fortress. It's kind of like this, what I'm doing. It's kind of very special, but of course, I don't know how it's going to be affecting people, but it's going to be doing some things differently from many different games, I tell you. Been a little bit quiet here, but that's alright. We have 3 people watching. Hopefully interested to see how this game development goes. Possibly watching in the background, who knows? Who knows? Let yourself be known in eluukkanen stream. So here we go. This is now how this is going to be looking. The forest. Now the next thing we're going to be looking at is the sea, and it actually starts from here. Here we go, like this. One of these, and the next one is. Yeah, like I'm not the mainstream gamer. Like many people have been actually like, even though it has a huge controversy, many people have been actually purchasing The Last of Us. That's the thing. And I've not too much interest on that game, to be honest. It's a story game, but you know, perhaps not just on my area, I suppose. So how does this look? So this basically goes to like this. Very, very narrow. Very good. Now the sea is right. Alright, here we go. Better looking. Better! Here we go. Now it actually reflects how we have here. The next thing is going to be, we're going to be just making markings. It doesn't going to be look like this, but just to, oh actually, there's actually going to be one thing I forgot to add, which is in this middle area on here, there's going to be a tree. Let's mark that like this. There's going to be a little bit forest on there. Not huge amount, but still. And also there's going to be a lot of these fields in here. Fields. Like this. So in those areas, not much trees there, but still. I could actually...
16.
Good evening, guys. 16! Lovely to see you again. How are you doing? You're just looking at how we are developing a video game for Final Fallacy. Yes, indeed, world map here. And the world map is actually pretty massive here, and that's why we are having here doing some reference things on. So basically, every single area on this map you can actually go to, unlike many RPGs. So that's actually going to be very cool. Some people might say, look, that's very empty sounding, but I tell you, there's not going to be too many empty places in here. Yeah, there's a lot of monsters. The world will put like. I'm not very happy about random encounters, especially in this game. So I gotta be. There's randomization, but there's also like intelligence actually going on. How are you doing, 16? Let me know. So basically, this is the swamp areas we just saw here. Here we go, one of the areas. Let's call it. Let's make the name called Swamp. Here we go. I'm gonna be changing the name. If you have any good names, let me know. later on, going to be changing those. Now, let's go back to the map itself. Let's go to the overwork. Here we go. So basically, our next area is done, which is of course this one. The next one we're going to be doing is 16, and it's let's not delete that. It's in this position. Very good. So let's see where it goes and how it goes. I think it's like this, but we have to see. Just check out. So basically this and this. Right, got it. So this and above there. Okay, it's actually pretty. There's a large ruin in here in this map as well. I'm not going to be doing it right now, but basically that is what we're going to be doing. Are you a fan of RPGs? How is your day been going? Actually, I went to swimming myself. I like very much swimming. And even though my leg was still a bit hurting, I'm very happy that I was able to still swim happily, indeed. So let's put it like this. Now we have, this is the area on here. We're going to be doing a little bit marking to show that there's actually the ruin there. So yeah, let's actually copy this ruin from here, which is this one. Let's put it in, I think it's in here, this position. Let's just check out. Yeah, it's in there.
16. I'm doing fine.
Fine.
Halfway through my final exams.
Final exams! Oh, well, that's very good. Oh, some countries, like, we are already, like, having summer holidays in Finland. Some people are not. That's interesting. I don't know how that is, but, you know, that's just how things work in life, I suppose. Different places, different work ethics, I suppose. Of course, in the different countries, their vacation and these sort of timelines are very different. Here we go. This is the next map we're going to be doing. And there's this big ruin in there. I've already done some of the graphics for the ruin. It's going to be quite an epic place. I tell you, the ruin is going to be actually a key point people want to go to, but it's a harder place to go. It's a bit harder. It's not the hardest place in the beginning, but it's a bit difficult, yes. Are you familiar with, have I talked about with Final Fallacy to you 16 or any one of you in here earlier? Of course, of the regulars, of course, 16 and PVSA, good regular people here. Now, let's start putting a next one here. Let's copy a template. There we go. Let's do a path. This is basically all the areas actually in the free demo, so you can actually freely explore all of these I'm doing here right now. Yes, indeed. So now let's look at the picture, references, here we go. So the swamp. So let's put this white at first, because we are not going to be having snow around here very soon. So basically white. So swamp. Okay, we go. Let's do it like this. Swamp. Basically that is what we have here. Very good. The next one we're going to be having some like this movement on here. Let's see how that works out. So basically there's going to be a little like this. Like this. And let's paste it. Here we go. This is one of the swamp things in here. And actually it continues to that point, so I need to be continuing it, following like this. Like this. Here we go. Yeah, I didn't like that edge either way, so it's good to do this like this. Very good. Here we go. So basically all of this, as you can see, so basically as you see the world map, the areas, the edges, these sort of things, basically each of these tiles actually exist in the world. As you can see, each of these tiles can be visited in the final game. Now let's do the sea. Sea is always the hardest one, so basically like that. There we go. Let's do the sea. There's actually going to be ships and this sort of stuff in the sea. I haven't yet done the ships though, so that's going to be a major thing. Here we go, like this. Oh boy. Ships are going to not. I've not actually thought of yet, like where the ships can actually land. That's the thing. Of course, in the harbors, but I'm not sure. Like, should I make like only a few places to? What's the time in Finland?
What time is it in Finland?
It's 9:35 p.m. indeed. Jellyduck, how are you doing? My friend Jellyduck, thanks again for the last donation you made. We are half in the donation mark, so we can actually do videos every day. Indeed, so PPSA. It's not almost.
22:36.
It's 21:36. Yeah, that's the number here.
PBSA.
No worries, no worries.
2136, misclick.
How are you doing, my friend? Welcome, Jelly Duck, PPSA and all. Good to see you. Jelly Duck, how's your time? Have you been working on some stuff? So basically we are making
Jelly Duck 100.
Oh.
It's 9:35 p.m. in Kuwait.
Oh, very cool. So we are we are in the same time zone, man. We're in the same time zone, of course, a different country, but same time zone. That's cool.
16.
Oh.
2036 in Poland.
So not that far
PBSA.
from each other. Yeah, PBSA.
Here is 1936.
So midnight is going to be here and in Kuwait first, then in Poland and in Portugal. So yeah, that's something very, very nice. But it's sunny in here, of course. Northern Hemisphere, it's still sunny. I'm not sure is it sunny in Kuwait though. But yes, let's continue the process. Basically, we are making a sea line for the lovely game that is, of course, made by eluukkanen. Final Fallacy. Are you familiar with Final Fallacy, my friend? Indeed so. Also, have you been working on anything today? Let me know. Of course, I'm going to be hardly working on this. If you have any suggestions on the game, on the world
Jelly
map,
Duck 100. It's actually evening right now.
It is evening here as well. But like in Northern Hemisphere, basically, there's a lot of sun. Even the sun is like up yet. So like in some of the Mediterranean countries, in this time it wouldn't be.
I'm still making another scythe wave.
Original OG! Lemon Rain! Woo! Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Hello, Original OG from D-Life side of thing. Still making out the synthwave music. Oh, I see. I have to actually check, because of the midsummer, it's a big celebration. I haven't actually checked your content
Original
recently.
OG.
I will be checking it out.
Hi, hello,
Hello, man. How's it going? Yes, it's going
How's
well.
It going?
We are doing our video game content on here. My own video game, indeed. And it's going to be quite something, I tell you, as we're doing it. We're going to doing the individual maps according to what I've done earlier. Here we go, like this. And now let's see how it's going. Basically, yeah, I saw your messages. I haven't still answered them to yet because I cannot do any, unfortunately, yet any collab things, unfortunately, because it's midsummer time. There's a lot of things going on at this time, at least for me. I'm not sure about you.
Jelly Duck 100.
You're drawing a map, indeed.
Are you drawing a map?
Indeed. Basically, oh, I just did the wrong thing. Yeah, like this. Basically, see. So basically, I have this map on here. Let me actually show you. So this is the demo area map that is in the game, Final Fallacy. Oh, I see. Wanted to know. Hopefully, you get some time with us.
Just wanted you to know and hopefully have some great time
Hey,
with
like
us.
I can arrange that, depending on what position and timing and such. But I'm a bit busy at this moment. But yeah, we can do that possibly. Let me just know, and I'm gonna be actually answering your message in Discord time as well. So basically, this is the map we are gonna be doing. I'm actually just like basically this area on here, like this. And this is, we're gonna be actually putting it like, of course, you can visit each map area. It's still in, of course, template. There's not much here, but my algorithms actually spawn things in there, so it looks very natural. All the sea waves and all these things, very much. Otherwise, it would be an empty wasteland, and we don't want to have that. Of course, I'm going to be doing my individual brushes of content in here, but there's a lot of going to be algorithms helping. But of course, algorithm and handcrafted stuff combined together, that makes, I think, the best stuff, because human cannot possibly do all of the things like individual trees. But let's say if a village, I'm going to be doing that handcrafted, of course. So yeah, let's do some of the things on this side of things, just like make it a little bit like, yeah, rounded in here. Very good. But yeah, good to see you. How has you been midsummer going, Original OG? Indeed. But yeah, Lidrak, that's what I'm doing here. Basically, these are the locations that you can visit later on. The place is going to be filled with animals, wild animals. It's a kind of a swampy area.
Original OG.
That's the thing.
Wow, interesting.
Oh yeah.
Is this the game you were talking to me before?
Oh yes.
The game with investment from the town.
Oh yeah, god damn it is. Damn it is. It's actually a very big project of mine, my ultra big project, Mecha Super Duper project. That's how I could sum this up, yeah. Mecha Super Uber Duper project, indeed. And how is that? Basically, this is going to be probably the big thing for me, if this works well. because I'm putting this on Steam to mobile phones and such, and it's a RPG unlike any other you have seen, I have to tell you. Like, you have seen many RPGs, but you haven't seen Final Fallacy, I tell you. In which RPG you could go to each village and just burn it down. No game gives that option. Of course, if they give that, they have a limited story. They have all other limited areas, but this game actually encompasses many different things. Basically,
Original
main story,
OG.
and
It's
you can
been
be
going
a good...
great.
Yeah.
I had lots of streams for a game I bought. But now I have chilled a while due to the heat.
Chill!
Original OG. It gets hot in this room under these circumstances.
Yeah, it's a bit hot here, but I'm actually very happy. We have a lake here, we can go to swim and such. What game are you playing, my friend? Let me know, let me know. Are you possibly playing an RPG or a first-person shooter or what else? Let me know. Yeah, your content actually, you know, you do, basically Original OG does this gaming channel, gaming streams. Very, very lovely stuff, I tell you. I like this War Thunder videos. It's a game
where the sky is not even the limit.
Ah, indeed, indeed. There's no sky at all. That's why there's no sky limit. Oh yeah. Actually, a big set 2D.
Original OG. I
Show
were playing a point-and-click game with lots of dialogue.
The map borders
Don't escape.
Hey, don't ask questions.
16. The map's borders are.
Yay! Jelly duck, jelly duck. We have. Thank you very much. Scrooge MacDonald will be pleased. I will send money to him. Okay, no, never mind. He has already enough money. Thank you very much for the donation, Jelly Duck 100. Like your last donation, you are... Man, thank you very much. As I say, it's not, of course, needed, but I appreciate the support. I'm going to be now, because of this donation, going to be next 2 weeks, video
Original
every day.
OG.
Thanks for that donation very
Well,
much.
I'm
That's
glad you
how
are going what
we
you
are
wanted
able
to
to
do.
keep going,
I would
make
be
more
honored to
content,
play
make more
this in the
videos.
future.
Indeed, thank you very much, Jelly Duck. Best regards to Kuwait. I've actually never really seen many things about Kuwait. Can you actually tell me some things from there? You know, what are the biggest land sites and such? It's of course very warm in this time of the year. Thank you for the donation. Thank you once again. Indeed. Man, I appreciate it. Because I tell you, I have been just like, because I'm for me focusing on this project, I've been just financially like, I had to put energy on this, but then I cannot put energy on other things, and that's why I have to tell you that really helped me. Thank you very much. Thank you. So now we're gonna be doing our next 2 videos every week, every day, one video. So thank you for that. I will make that reality. Hopefully you're gonna be enjoying that.
Jilliduck 100.
It says make development great
It
again.
says make development great again, lol.
That's what we're gonna be doing. Let's make Mexicans pay for that somehow. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find it out. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, Jelly Duck, again. So yeah, indeed. That is, I very much appreciate that. Of course, I tell you, money is especially under this current situation, is very hard to find. But I tell you, Jelly Duck, very big thank you. Very big thank you. I mean it. But hey! I'm glad you're doing what you wanted to do. I would honor you to play this. Oh, Original G! Can I put you to the game players list? Actually, I'm currently contacting some big tubers and also small tubers to play this game, and it would be lovely to have you there as well on that list, because of course, having people to look at it, tell their thoughts, test it out, see is that their fancy thing. Very nice donation.
Nice donation. Can't find where to donate.
Oh, let me actually put that on the thing there. Oh, that's actually in the
message. PBSA.
You'll see the donation message.
Kuwait is the country that a prince or a king made an artificial island with his name on it, wasn't it?
Content Prince King made artificial island on his name.
Yes, please, I would be honored, my kind sir.
Hey, I will put that to, I will actually, yeah, let me put that on the list. Yes, indeed. So let me actually put that as the magical list in here. I've contacted some people. You can even check that out if you want to. Here we go. Here we go. So let's put here Original OG. That's the place. Here we go. Let's actually see your stuff. Can I see somehow? Let's see. I have no idea of these things, how this works. Make development great again. Oh, thank you very much, Jelly Duck. There's the donation link is on the screen. Streamlabs.com/eluukkanen if you want to. Of course, no, I'm not forcing you, but if you want to, if you can, I appreciate it very much. But yeah, let's continue forward. Kuwait, let me actually see. Your PBSAR is a historian over here. He knows a lot of different history. Very, very good. Kuwait is the country that prince or a king made at an artificial island with his name or what? I actually don't know. Do you, Jelly Duck, know the history of Kuwait? Let me know. So basically that is the area we have over here. Very, very lovely area. And this is going to be a kind of a distant place. There's going to be a ruin in, if I put it like in here, there's going to be some ruins in here. Actually, just like put some random blocks to just like, I've already the ruin pieces ready, but like, oh baby, this is going to be the ruin area over here. Let me know, original OG, like what sort of the games yourself, are you familiar with RPGs? Have you tried RPGs? But this is going to be, of course, open world, roguelike, hardcore RPG. If you lose your character, it's going to be over for that character. That character is going to be destroyed, I tell you. But yeah, that is the area, the map area. I will actually, yeah. Thank you very much on that. I still have to say that. Do you have names?
Do you have the names I gave in the previous stream somewhere, or you already contact them?
I actually have contacted you, those things that you mentioned, yes. I have their emails. I could not find the email for one of the persons that was this, that made these walkthroughs for RPGs. I couldn't find his name. So let's make a swampy area. Swampy area. It's not going to be its final name, I tell you. It's not going to
Original
be
OG.
swampy area.
I play lots of different games.
Oh, different games. RPG hasn't been one of them I played most, but I guess it would be interesting to try that. I tell you, it's not like the RPG. Like RPGs, this is going to be quite something else, I tell you.
Jellyduck 100.
Because basically, this whole game is about a freedom. You can basically be like, if you know these older Bethesda games, you know, where they, Daggerfall and these sort of games, you have this freedom of actually become this lord or like an evil villain or the witch of the land. And actually, there's going to be normal heroes, NPC heroes, going to be actually running you away, running towards you, trying to defeat you if you're going to become the next big villain on this. That's the whole idea. I've always wanted to have that, so that's why I'm doing
16.
it. That's why I'm doing it.
Open world RPGs are great.
Oh, I tell you.
The best
hard to
part
do,
is
though.
that you can enter the high level areas and, if you are skilled or lucky enough,
Indeed.
you can get some sick loot.
That's the thing. And there's going to be some skill in here, of course. RPGs limit somehow in skill areas, of course, you need to have a certain stat to do certain stuff, but still, this game, I'm going to be interested to see how players actually play this when it goes ready, I tell you. Yeah, that's the best thing about them. Of course, it takes a lot of time to develop, that's the thing. So now, let's go and make another map piece on here, indeed. So let's put in like here, we have like this, oh boy, let's have it like this. The 8, let's make 17 area first. We have this slave village I actually have in here. Slave village, it's basically, there's a lot of serfs in here, serf village. And we're going to be having a part of the capital on this map as well. Yeah, the capital city, as you can see, is kind of huge. Kind of a big deal, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Prince of Kuwait, who made the country of Middle East. Oh. Actually, I have to get to know some of the things about Kuwait. I have no information. I know many countries, I know many things. I don't know anything about Kuwait. Like, seriously, I don't know anything. And I'm pretty ashamed of that. So I'm going to be checking what Kuwait is all about later on, possibly, yes. And that's the thing. That's one of the things what I think Final Fantasy XII made really well. Let me know if you have any examples of some good open world RPGs like that. Now, this is going to be the next map. Basically, there's going to be the main city. It's going to be basically built by serfs, basically slaves. Hey! Original OG! Fame! We got some money to the Scrooge McDonald's wallet! Oh boy, $15! Help for my fellow neighbor, keep spirit and join somewhere. Why don't you? Winky! Hey, I have to tell you, because of the midterm, I cannot contact you, man, but I appreciate for this support. And I tell you, it does help a lot. And it's not I'm not going to be forcing people, but I thank you very much, OG. This is going to help a ton going to future side, I tell you. Thank you very much, my Swedish friend. Thank you. Because the thing is, I tell you, let me actually see the full message fully. Let
Original OG.
Thank you, original
You're
OG.
welcome.
Like I have to tell you, I'm
16.
being a bit stressed sometimes on the financial side, especially I'm taking a big lead
stat
on
requirements to
unknown.
equip the high-end stuff. If not, you are a 1 LVL god. If yes, you can always sell it or level up.
Depends on how do you get the
Jilduck
high equipment level
100.
stuff. That's the thing.
Well done, original
Keep your
OG.
spirit up and join us sometime. Hey, I will join your session. What is the next session you actually have planned on that? Let me know. Because the thing is, I've been just like so much on the stressful side of the financials recently, and it's not like I'm still going by, but this is a bit of a risky thing. You know, I've always doing this sort of large game project is a bit risky. So every help I appreciate. Well done, original OG. Yes, very well. Jilduck and original OG. The OG people.
Tomorrow, a collab 8 PM finish time.
Hey, actually we could do that.
Free games only to
I'm free that
participate
time.
in.
Free games only to. Oh, very good. So I don't need to perhaps purchase games. Very good. Let's do that. Can I stream it on my side as well? Yeah, that would be actually cool. Let's do it. Let's do. What sort of people do you have invited there? Yeah, let's do it, man. Original OG, the original OG group. Let's go forward. See how that goes.
Original OG.
Every day mentioned our
Everything is
Discord,
mentioned in
Nordic
our
Ancestor Discord.
The Nordic Ancestor Discord with me.
Ah,
and the
yeah,
other
the Nordic
Finnish
Ancestor
man
Discord.
laughing, smiling.
I don't get all the notification on the
Restream.io.
Discord side of things. I don't get all the notification. I don't know why
You've
that is.
received 100
Sometimes for some
messages
reason
today
that
with
is the case.
Restream
I don't
chat.
get all the notifications
Original
nowadays.
OG. I'm glad to hear
you know,
that.
sometimes with the Discord is good, but
PBSA.
sometimes it's not the best.
I hope one of the games is Team Fortress 2.
Hey, Team Fortress would be a lovely one, but of course depends. That is a free game though. So basically what you said, the question remains, do you need me to any stat requirements? Or you need to stat requirements, and also there's this system in Final Fallacy that there are like these, basically apprentice, journeyman, expert, master and grandmaster level of skills. Let's say a grandmaster level of bow and arrows basically makes you able to shoot twice with any range weapon. You know, and there are some like the things like that, and you need some requirements for certain weapons.
The notifications. That's why we message people about the event to not miss it out.
That's the thing. I will come there. 8 PM. Let me actually write this down on there, because I forgot stuff. That's the thing. I forgot stuff. Not the important stuff, of course. So that's why we're going to be putting this here. I'm not going to be forgetting this one. Yeah, here we go. So let me also put it here. Important. But again, thank you very much, both of you, OG and Jilduck. Now let's go into the process and let's make the slave a place. Indeed. So yeah, there are some you have to get certain expert
Come you two fellow
levels.
YouTube people.
Indeed.
Fun
Come to
stuff,
fellow
actually.
YouTube people. Fun stuff. Yeah, I actually would recommend checking out OG's place. He actually he has his karaoke nights. I love those. God damn. When are going to do another karaoke night? God damn, that was fun. Yeah, he's very lovely too, like a D-Life person on there, does D-Life content. Do you do YouTube stuff? I don't know. Now let's actually start and put this into effect. So now we have this. Let's go here. Let's copy one of the maps that are template. Let's continue the process very much. Create the game that we want to see. At least I'm not sure. Like, we have a different sort of course, takes. Some people like certain type of games. And I'm not going to be like trying to please everyone, because that is not going to be a good game. I have this vision I have, and basically the idea is that, as 16 said, you can actually go to a high level area and still go there. But of course, I tell you, it's going to be a risky thing. You might not want to do it for the simple fact that, oh boy, it's going to be hard. Because there's going to be a permadeath in this game. Basically, if your character is out, then he's out. That's the thing. This game is all about that. And why I wanted to do that? Well, basically, idea is that so many people, like in Skyrim and such, they just, if they die, they just load up and nothing happened. But I want to actually make it part of the storytelling. If you lose your character, the story isn't over. You're actually going to be still continue your adventure. Possibly your other party members are going to be like, there's going to be, actually I've already done a system when there's going to be like a graveyard scene. People are like, oh,
16.
Rest in peace sort of fashion.
You can't please everyone.
I cannot, and I don't want to, because then the game is going to be just like the worst thing ever, and we don't want that. We don't want that. That's the thing. I do not like that, and you know, I'm personally. There needs to be different, like people say, like diversity, but if people don't actually like make different things, there's not going to be diversity. Everybody's going to be the same, and that's the thing. That's the biggest thing. So basically, that's why I'm very much taking a different approach. I'm not. This game might not be loved by everybody, and there can be like possibly people like, God damn that Final Fantasy game! I already lost my character. I used many hours for it. But of course, you're not going to be losing everything. You're still going to retain the experience for other people.
The one and only. I must leave now.
The one and only.
In the morning. Enjoy the money and the creating of this game.
Thank you very much.
Original OG.
Appreciate it. My Swedish friend, we're gonna meet again tomorrow, 8 p.m. Whatever the game is, we're gonna be playing it with you here. Thanks very much, Original OG. Anyone on the stream, if you like some good gameplay stuff, I recommend to check Original OG. And this is not just because he sent money. I tell you, I would have already said this because I like this guy.
100.
I like what he does. I like what he does.
Original OG.
Thank you very much. All the best. Best regards to Sweden, indeed. A Swedish person, indeed. Yeah, like I tell you, I've already, you know, mentioned his channel before. Like I recommend to check it out because he does some good stuff. The karaoke night especially. Oh man, I like that. I sent this
Original
like the
OG.
worst song for him, and he had to sing it. God damn. God damn.
Keep this fellow busy, winking, smiling.
Let's go, indeed. Thank you very much. Jelly Dark, actually, you do as well your own stuff as well. Like indeed. There are different creatives here on this side of things. I haven't actually like, and also I met
Original
you on.
OG.
Yeah, drunk karaoke.
The drunk karaoke. Yes, so much fun.
Yeah.
Check out the saved clips XD.
Oh boy. Actually, we could actually
16.
open his place there.
Level 1 player. What's that over there? Level 25 bandit. Never should have come here.
Yeah, this is the Skyrim thing you mentioned. Never should have came here. The basically idea is that like you're on many things on. Let's say. I want to share his D-Life because of course eluukkanen is all about sharing good stuff, and I do like his stuff. Let me go to the D-Life thing and see Original OG's place. Original OG, indeed. Yeah. There we go. Original OG, very good channel. 500 followers is actually growing very nicely in this place. So basically, he does some streaming. Very lovely person on here. Yeah, I recommend checking him out. Very good stuff. And yes, it's not just chilling because of the money. I know some people are thinking like that. No, I've known this person for many times already. So very good stuff he does. So now let's go here on this side. I tell you, in this game you can actually negotiate with
a lovely person. 3, thank you.
Of course. And the thing is though, in many games, like the bandits only attack you like directly and this sort of stuff. In my game, you can actually negotiate with bandits and that stuff. If you can actually bribe almost all bandits. There are going to be some people that you cannot bribe at all.
Well, one way to please more is by having 3 difficulties. Normal.
No, not
see
the game difficulties.
The only change is you can reload a save if you die, and hardcore. Permadeath and higher level enemies.
But that's going to be making a like directly different experience, and I want to make this hardcore game. Like I know that there are people trying to find a hardcore game like this that they can actually appreciate. Like there is this thing that if you actually play some game well,
16.
It's going to be a very good.
Oh yes, diplomacy.
Diplomacy, and I tell you, like I like this. There's this one old game called Rome Total War 1, and one thing I like about this game that you can actually bribe anyone. And that's the thing. In my game, I'm gonna be like most of the people
16.
you can bribe.
Also known as bribery.
Bribery, oh boy. Yes, indeed. There's some other sorts of diplomacy as well. Like diplomacy is like the fancy word for bribery. But I tell you, there's all the other ways. Like you can actually intimidate people if they like. So let's say, hey, you know what, to mess with me. Basically, if you have enough like hardened battle skills, some people don't want to even mess with you. So that's a good stuff. Also, like you get XP for that if you're able to intimidate people successfully. That's the thing. So like it's not just all about like how you battle. Like so many games, they're just like, of course, the restrictions of games. You only could battle, I suppose. But in this game, you can go through the game without not much battling. Jelly Duck, you are on the side of D-Live. Hey, I didn't know you have D-Live plays. Oh, I'll have to check that out. I'll have to please. Yeah, I like D-Live a lot. D-Live is. I actually need to be there much more. I didn't know you have D-Live plays. Do you put stuff in there? Let me know. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. D-Live is the life. That's what they say, because you can have those crazy gifts in there. I tell you. Yeah, other places they don't do that. They don't do that too much. Here we go. So we are doing a map on here. Basically, a kind of slave coast. Basically, there are some like this kingdom you're part of. It's kind of ruthless. There's this basically conquered nations that are put into this one village to do serfdom. Basically, their whole life. Switch to another app. Oh boy, that is a Switch. Nintendo Switch. Yeah, does people have Nintendo Switch on here? I personally have. I haven't played too much of it. Yeah. I have the 100 Zelda for it though.
While using on iPad. PBSA.
That is something.
Total War Rome, RE2 player. The gods say I need to give you gold, 6,000, for peace. We don't want to anger the gods, do we?
That's the thing, that's the Rome Total War 2, I think. I don't know, is it from the one, but I think, I don't know about the second Total War, Rome, but the alliances in the first game, you couldn't rely on anyone in the first game, and that's what's the kind of a problem.
100.
No, not the Nintendo Switch.
Nintendo Switch, lol.
Why not? The Nintendo Switch, actually, I have to tell you, while it's not the... But I actually like some of the games. Like, it's a place for RPG people, of course.
16.
I know. Yeah.
Small brain kills bandit big brain. Talks his way out of the fight galaxy brain. Pickpockets and
oh man, these
bandit
memes. I can even imagine what you say on there. Yeah. I get you. I know what you want to say on there. Yeah. Galaxy brain, I tell you. That these memes that, you know, they're different sort of like ultimate levels. And I tell you. Could you do that? Yeah, you can actually pickpocket the money they could have. Potential. I have to test that out, though. I haven't yet done that system.
I think I switch there. Another app, what I'm saying.
I see. So are you going to be going away from this tube place? I'm not blame you if you're gonna be. But, you know, that depends, of course, on to you. I tell you. I like Nintendo Switch. Some people might like say, hey, eluukkanen, Nintendo Switch is not that impressive, but I've liked it so far. So far, it's so good. And basically, there's the library in my hometown full of Nintendo Switch games for free to me to take. So I have nothing against that. And I wanted to play the Zelda game just to see what that was all about. I want to learn from different games, but of course, I'm not just directly copying on it. That's not my. You cannot do that. That's not good. Basically, what I did is I just experienced it. There are some good RPGs in Nintendo Switch, I tell you. And overall, I think...
100.
You got this!
You got eyes.
Thank you. We go forward. We see how this goes. Basically, this map is almost over. Have you been interested to see this map creation process? So far, so good.
PBSA.
So far, so good.
Then you accept and declares war on them immediately because you can do it without any big problems.
Actually, there are repercussions. I don't know about the Rome Total War 2, but there's actually problems in that, you know, you get a nasty kind of a reputation. There's actually a reputation system in my game as well. A reputation system, basically, you do good stuff. Basically, overall, like spare people and such, your reputation go high. Of course, there are individual faction reputations as
16.
well. So that's the thing.
The Switch Zelda is pretty
Zelda
decent.
is pretty fun, actually. Yes. Switch Zelda is very good. I like that. I liked it quite a lot. So let's put here the swamp area. Yes, next is the swamp. Yeah, Nintendo Switch Zelda actually. Have you actually, Jelly Dark and PBSA, played that? I liked it a lot. There's a. I got this feeling from the reviewers that it's like there's sort of so much limited things, but there's actually a lot of things to explore. Like, I was very surprised on that, like a lot of things to explore. Yeah, it is truly like the Zelda games are. Like, Japanese know how to do their games. And before that point, I thought Japanese couldn't ever do really open world games, I tell you. I thought that, I really thought that. But now I've been proven wrong. I think they can. Now let me do the swampy area on here. Of course, swamp is a nasty place to actually go, as I have to tell you, it slows your movement, and the slows the movement is actually a pretty big deal. That's the thing. it hurts you in many ways. Like it actually, I'm not sure like which is going to be which. Either it hurts you, damages you, or it degrades your equipment. I think possibly the degrading the equipment would be a good one, because then you can actually go through the swamp easily. But it slows you down heavy time, I tell you. Yeah. But there's some good stuff in the swamp. There's this very known bard in there. If you take a bard class,
100.
you want to go to the swamp.
I haven't finished the game about romancing Saga 3 while I'm playing Sis Emulator.
I mean, you mentioned the romance in Saga, yes. I remember you mentioned something. I've actually googled that. Just looking here. There she go. Romancing Saga. Here we go. Let's open this one. Ah, yeah, I remember you mentioned this before. It's on Steam even? Oh. Yeah, this RPG. I remember you mentioned that. I remember this big toad creature. Is it a hard game? Is it a fancy game? Let me know. I haven't actually looked too much of it information. But yeah, it's released recently in here. The third one at least. Yeah, and you have played the third one, yes. $31, god damn!
PBSA.
From an older game, god damn.
You get a lower reputation, and that is everything I noticed from breaking a truce. Is not like Europa Universalis 4 where you get +5 war exhaustion, -5 stability and a ton of aggressive expansion.
Actually, can you tell me something about the Europa Universalis and how it works? I have not played it before.
You can play any platforms in this game.
Any platform?
16.
So you can go
Asterisk,
anywhere.
what do you mean
How
I'm
does it work?
evil? Asterisk, asterisk,
Sir, your reputation is the negatives. Why?
Asterisk,
You killed the princess.
Asterisk,
Oh,
asterisk, you
that
killed the
makes
princess.
sense.
Asterisk, asterisk, oh.
You can
That
actually
makes
kill the
sense,
princess, but
asterisk.
it's going to be a little bit harder thing, because I tell you, you can even kill the king, but I tell you, I'm going to be making it as difficult as possible. I'm just going to tell you, it's going to be someone like how to kill a king YouTube tutorial sort of fashion. Like it's going to be difficult, I tell you. Not going to be a piece of cake, I tell you. There's a king in here, but even reaching him, like he just like have his gates open for you. You actually have enough reputation to actually go in. I think. Except in the beginning, the kingdom is in dire situations, so of course you can then go in there. But king is still defended, you cannot just waltz in. No. Now let's see, do we have anything else? Oh, the road, and also some trees. So let me do the trees on here. Yeah, we go, trees. Tell me more about Europa Universalis. I haven't touched upon those games that, you know, are Europa Universalis and all of these Crusader Kings. I haven't touched them at all. The reason being, well, it's a new thing for me. I want to one point because people are very much saying good stuff on there.
Time to necromancy the princess back to life to get forgiveness.
Yeah, necromancy is actually very. People hate that in this, so I wouldn't do that if I were you. And because I tell you, if your character just is going
Princess
to like
probably has like 12 Vista-kill skills on retaliation.
No, actually, no, not herself. Like she has some good skills. She's a very good in many ways. But I tell you, one of the things, like she has the best bodyguards, and the bodyguards have the instant death kills. I tell you. And once it has autosave, and you can get your character like instantly dead, no like save spamming. I'm not going to be seeing a lot of that, at least. You know, there can be cheats, I suppose, but like the normal players are not going to do that at all. I tell you, for a good reason, because you're gonna lose your character for that. And also it breaks some quests. I'm able to make sure that you can actually break quests if you want to, but it will break some quests. Because of course princess and the king and these are real, they are important, of course. So some quests will be broken, and that's not really good. And yeah, if you survive from that, your life is going to be living hell, because
I like stoats.
I like
Paradox makes good games.
Paradox good some stuff.
DLCs are really expensive though.
Yeah, they live by DLCs. I'm like almost tempted to actually go to Paradox level DLC pack future, but I'm not sure. I'm not
PBSA.
sure. Like it's not that good
That is
thing.
true. I love to play Hearts of Iron 4.
Hey, I like
Dilliduck
stones! I haven't
100.
seen you before here. Welcome, welcome. We are making our
thief,
video game
monk or
here.
warrior.
I haven't seen you before. How did you find your way here? Yeah, Paradox games, those are the games, I tell you. You can select a few characters between thief, monk, and warrior. There are more than that. There's actually 12 classes, I tell you. There's, if I can, let me try. Hunter, warrior, paladin, thief, rogue, bard, monk, sumo, noble, wizard, witch, sorcerer, Ronin. What's the final one? Summon. Yeah, those are the classes in 14 different classes. Indeed, those are the older ones that we have in here. Of course, you like many classes can learn different things. You are not locked just one few things, but they're going to give you a huge early level advantage. Of course, monk people, they are not like regular RPG monk. They actually are like these European monks. They can do some healing things. They can do praying and all this stuff. And of course, warriors. You know, you can expect what warriors
100.
There's no black mage and white mage, but you can change the you can change the elements of the mages in the character creation. So you can basically make a black mage. Yes, indeed, you can. But it affects your stats and your spells. There's going to be some spells, I tell you. So we have actually now finished some things on here. I like those. Yeah, I haven't played Paradox games yet. The DLCs though. There's like hundreds of DLCs on some of things. Yeah, well, we have done now another map. How many maps we have done in this session? 1, 2, and 3. Not bad at all, not bad. Actually, 4 maps, very good. Saved me a lot of time. Because yes, I have some systems done that I can actually do stuff in here. But now let's do another one in here, in this section. And it's going to be this sort of like emptiness area. Basically, I've not yet planned anything here. Basically, the traveling in this game is going to be a big time thing. Like, I want it to be this sort of Lord of the Rings feel on the adventuring. And I'm willing to wager not many people actually end up even finishing it in our normal ways, because I tell you, of course, you need horse, you need food and this sort of stuff in order to actually make your travels. You cannot just run amok, and you're going to be failing if you just like do not prepare at all and just go out in the wilds. I tell you, you're gonna be having some hard times in there. Indeed. So the next map in process, let's put it in here.
100.
Like this.
I'm just wondering, have you ever played Amnesia: The Dark Descent?
I haven't. I did the review for it, didn't I? Yes, I did. And the thing is on that is that I haven't played that. My friend recommends it. I did a review of the composer who made for that, but haven't played the game itself. It's people say it's a very good horror game. Have you yourself played it?
PBS.
Yes, people say it's very good, but horror
a
games are
warrior
not
that is
my
an
cup of tea. I
outcast
only
of
played
society.
the
Being he is very
Alien
strong physically and magically,
Alien
as also
game that was
he
in
is
PlayStation
chaotic
3.
good.
That was very good, I think. Character Warrior is an outcast of society, being very strong physically and magically, but also he's chaotically good. No, actually, Warrior doesn't know any spells, that's the thing. Warrior doesn't know any spells, that's his going to be weakness, but he knows all about fighting. He's going to be your backbone of the party. Whatever party combination you have, he's going to be very good in fighting early on. Like all of the other characters, they can't fight at all in the beginning, but your character can. That's the thing. That's the thing. Now, the next thing is going to be in the next map. Actually, let me just name this for Ruin Swamp. Ruin Swamp. You should have named it like this, but who cares? Actually, no, this was not the swamp area. This was the surf village area. Yeah, I'm actually doing surf village. Surf village, of course. You don't want to be a surf in medieval times, I tell you. It's not gonna be fun times, and not like fun times and happy things.
Chiliduk 100.
Legend of music composer from Finland.
Music composer from Finland who makes Soma and Amnesia.
And there's going to be another game announced very soon, I tell you. I don't know what that is going to be, but he mentioned that in the interview. Who knows what that will be?
His reputation is lower than neutral, so he needs to hide his face so he can talk to everyone. He is considered chaotic good because he kills all his targets and followers if they don't surrender.
I think that sums a rogue much better. At least in Final Fallacy, the warrior is going to be this sort of like very, very powerful male character who like punches things, hits things, and asks questions later. That's he's this sort of hero of 80s action movies, basically. That's what he is. This bumped up character with all of the muscles and such. That's him. That's him. Now let me actually put here these ones in white color. Very good. Now let's also put the
16.
swamp pot in here.
NPC, a true neutral villager that gets progressively stronger in gear and stats, but doesn't fight the player, just says hi every time you meet him. A sort of traveler for the sake of travel.
Yeah, there are some different NPC types. Of course, those people that just stay in towns. You can actually recruit NPCs to follow you around, but the problem is you have to pay them wages. Yeah, you are going to be paying them wages, but they actually can do some good stuff. But only if you become their friend, and it's not the easiest task. Because not all people like you, that's the thing. Depending on who is talking to them, like especially if you talk with a witch character, which is one of the most nastiest character to actually do any kind of charisma build. Like if anyone here does a witch that is charisma build, I tell you, you're gonna get my respect. But I think that's not possible. I think that's not, because the witches are going to be the most hated creatures in this world and universe. You know, because witches are actually pretty nasty.
I like your videos that you're playing Deltarune at PBSA.
Oh,
PBSA.
have you been playing Deltarune recently?
If they surrender, he let them go,
nice.
And then he destroys everything related to his target and never gives mercy to his main target, even if he's a king that got hunger with power.
Actually see. Let me go to YouTube side of things. Yeah, that's the thing. I want to, like, if people here watch eluukkanen, of course, let's watch what PBSA does as well. Why not? Can I find you just by googling it? PBSA Deltarune. Yeah, I see. Jacksepticeye? I don't see your stuff on that. Where can I find your channel? I'm like
16.
I don't know how this works.
Time to start an adventure. A party starts a pyramid scheme.
Ah, you can actually become this cult leader. I'm not sure about pyramid schemes yet, but you can actually fool peasants' money out of them. You know, that's basically what you can do with charisma. Charisma, you can do so many things, I tell you. But also, if you are caught lying, it's not good for you, I tell you. Not good for you. If the surrender lets you go, then he destroys everything related to his target, never gives mercy, his main target.
Oh, 100.
I've actually not made that revengeful people, but we could do that. Let me actually look at the filters. I will look at the filters. This information here, that's a very good stuff. Good stuff. Now let's go to the filter side. Channel. PBSA. How I haven't seen your like, it's a thing, I've tried to Google sometimes, you know, people who watch my content and such. But of course, let me see. So we have
PBSA.
You have Deltarune.
I stopped doing YouTube 1 to 2 years ago. If I ever come back, I will be doing dubs both in Portuguese and English, but on separate channels.
I'm not a Portuguese people. I can sub to you if you just start doing on English stuff. Like Portuguese is something, a language I don't know too much about. But yeah, let me have that look. You have War Thunder, you have all of these things in here. Yeah. You have Deltarune. I haven't played
16.
Deltarune that much or.
Can't wait to see a charism build let's play of this game.
It's going to be hard because I tell you, you need somebody, if like let's say Wolf attack you and this sort of stuff, it's going to be it's not going to be easy to try to convince him. Hey Wolf, stop eating my me. It's not very tasty. Like you cannot do that. Like the creatures that don't understand language, it's hard. Of course you can avoid those creatures, but still.
In case the English stuff will be in another channel.
Ah, I see. So of course it's good to divide those. Otherwise it's going to be just chaotic. Yeah, we don't want to do that much chaotic stuff. And yeah, I'm not even getting YouTube notifications anymore, so I don't know how much my subscription means. But I'm going to be checking out after the streams your Deltarune stuff, because I actually don't know too much about the Deltarune. I saw the first capture. I've not seen like many of the later captures afterwards. Like I don't know which capture they're even going on right now. That's the thing. I have no idea. Who knows? Basically, I looked after not Minecraft. Undertale. God damn, I'm mixing this. Undertale, I've looked at some information on that. Like I looked how the story goes and such. Deltarune is this episodic thing, I suppose. So has it yet finished? Not sure though. So here we go. We have some mountains. Let me put the mountain stuff in as tiles. That's in here like this. going to be making them more complex than this, but let them be like this, at least right now. Some hills. And let's now put some of the... This is going to be
Jiliduk 100.
It's going to be like Mongolia in this place.
Undertale, it's really fun to play.
Undertale is actually... I like the concept of that, and I do like that. Do like that game a lot. I'm not sure about the other one that you mentioned.
PBSA.
What was the game again?
There is only one chapter. Chapter 2 is being done and maybe is near to be done, or not. Is hard to know what Toby is thinking.
I'm not sure, like, the chapter games are like... if you have a chapter game, you should have it made, like, within, like, 1 year. Otherwise, you're going to lose the interest. Of course, Toby Fox is already so big, so it's not going to have a problem with that. But I personally, if I would make a chapter game, I would make sure I have each chapter to be released within 1 year from each other, so people can actually... Or actually, like 6 months, that would be the best situation. I would actually make those chapters ready before I release that sort of thing. But, you know, of course, he's not going to have a problem. Everybody's going to still follow him and such. Of course, if I would do it, you know, I wouldn't have any luck actually getting the interest of people if I just make it like that. But that's just, of course, Toby he does good stuff. I don't know about that game too much of the newest one. Where the parts are this sort of... What was the name again? What is... I forgot the name of it. Yeah, Delta, yes. I don't really... I'm not followed it too much, the story. This is like bully people. I saw the first chapter. There was this bullies. They were like transformed in this new world with in front of inside of like a cabin or something. I don't know. Very weird situation. Now we have another map made. Very simplistic, yes. And this village doesn't exist in it, so I'm not going to be putting it here. But yeah, we have an area on here. It's very going to be like basically this is like Mongolia. You have to like a Lord of the Rings style, like ride through this land, like basically that. That's basically going to be the main thing on there. The problem is that of course it doesn't look yet convincing. This doesn't have the trees, not the weather effects. All of the things are missing in this. Of course, going to be added later. No, who knows?
PBSA.
Being on the gag end, and I would put one gag in Portuguese in the English channel with subtitles if it's fun
subtitles. If I think is fun enough.
What the gag you have in mind? So you mentioned you're going to be doing some kind of like a what you mentioned again? I can't remember. Like, what's the word for it? So you're going to be doing some dubbing. I'm actually been thinking of doing some Finnish dubbing on things, but I need to actually. It's going to be after Final Fallacy stuff, but I would actually have this idea of like in Finland, contact companies and make dubs of the stuff in Finnish with a very low budget, of course. But you know, still good stuff. I know some people that would be interested to become voice actors for that in Finland, of course. That's the thing. So here we have, as you can see, a map is ready, and it looks like that. So very good stuff. Now, one of the things I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be just saving, so we don't lose the process. That is not nice if we lose the process. I already lost a little bit of process, you know, I made some process a few days ago, and goddamn, always save your games, people. You don't want to have that happen to you, so let's just make it Mongolia. I'm going to be changing the name, of course, but it's going to be Mongolia, at least right now. So we have done some levels in here. And of course, I want to see you also see the game, of course, by yourselves. I'm making huge promises here of what I want to do, but this is what I'll do. That's the thing. But I wanted you also see your own selves when the demo comes out, and of course, support on that I would appreciate. Of course, I'm going to be making I think Indigo go for it. I've seen the Kickstarter actually has turned into evil now, so I'm not sure should I do actually Kickstarters. I don't know what happened to Kickstarter, man. So yeah, we have Aqueduct on here. I'm not actually going to do this map yet because there's a lot of parts that I have ready, but I can't really put them on here. So let me actually put this map first now. It's gonna be a bit hard. There's a lot of forest and this sort of stuff, but I suppose a possibility is to do that. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go to references. Put it like here. Here we go. We've been streaming for 1 hour and 30 minutes, and sun is almost set. I can still see the sun. Look at this. Can you see the sun hits my fingers. Sun! There's sun in there. It's like almost 11 p.m. Goddamn, Finland. Finland is a cool place.
PBSA.
gags that append when doing dubs or something. I think I will do something soon.
I think I will do one soon, mainly because I have nothing better to do on these times.
Yeah, this nasty time is ongoing, I tell you. What are you actually doing on these current times? Is there still lockdown going in the Portugal area? Who knows? Who knows? Personally, Finland has been opening up recently very nicely, very big times. One of the things I'm going to be now putting here is, this is the next map area. Yeah, I want to have the Lord of the Rings feel on their travels. And I don't know, do many games do that? I think Skyrim does that very nicely. But I want to have this in this game. Indeed, that's the idea. Just go and put it like this. There we go. Yeah, I've been playing some Skyrim together recently. I don't know actually how many people have been playing Skyrim themselves, but it does some good things, some bad things. It's an old game, but still people do play it and do mod it a ton. Imagine 2012.
100.
Au revoir!
I'm heading off. Still making music in GarageBand app. Take care, guys.
GarageBand music. Say hello to and goodbye to my friend and our streamer people on here, Jelly Duck. He does some music stuff. You know, check him out if you like his stuff. I've seen some of his work. Let me know if you are working on something new. Yeah. Have you released some new songs recently? Actually, see.
PBSA.
Hey, thanks for being here, Jelly Duck. I appreciate it. Thank you for the donation.
Still a bit closer than everywhere else.
Yes, opening up. There's been little. Actually, Jelly Duck's channel is doing very nicely. Like he is doing better than me. So I have to give that props to him on that. Very, very good. And he does actively content. Like, look at that. Look at active content. Like music, weirdest band I've ever listened to. I've actually seen that. Have I seen? Man, you. And I have I put the bell icon here? Of course, I will put the bell icon. God damn. I miss so many good stuff on just watch later. Yeah, man, that's not good. God damn. Not very proud of that, but no, that's what happens. Oh, well, let's go forward. Yeah, it's opening up in here. We can finally have buffet in restaurants. Oh yeah. People already say there's going to be another round of Corona, Corona. Round 2. Fight. I'm not sure, is that going to be fun times? I'm not really thinking so. Yeah, probably not. So let's make this map now. You're being seeing the map making process. I think not many developers actually show their map making process in their games, so might be interesting for you. Hopefully, if you want to see more of the content, I will do streams every day. So if you're currently watching, press that subscribe button right now. All the new people are lovely to discuss with them and chat
100.
with them,
I'm
glad
you
get a
notification
bell.
Notification bell.
Of
much
course.
Supportive
I don't like this sort of place.
Heart.
They don't get all the notifications, even though I follow some people. But hopefully that is now going to notify. Yes. Gonna be checking your latest videos. Thanks for being. I appreciate it. Have a good time. Good luck with your GarageBand music works. And yes, Jelly Duck's channel actually does very nicely. Yeah, my channel is actually a bit slower, and right now we're gonna be opening, of course, much more. But numbers do not matter. I think the biggest thing is actually the connection. I love the fact that I can just come here and discuss about some goddamn Nintendo Switches and some of the kind of stuff. I like that. Hopefully you enjoy it as well. Like, they're just discussing, open discussion. I like that. That is kind of the beauty of the internet world. You can actually meet people from Kuwait, like Jelly Duck, or Portugal, like PBSA. Like, this is like magic. You know, imagine someone would have said in Middle Ages, hey, in future you can talk with people from all around the world at the same time as you are just sitting in your living room, and everybody would be just laughing. That never happened. That sounds like sorcery. Are you doing sorcery? And then they would just put him to a stake or something. I don't know. You know, I suppose that is what could happen. Who knows? Who knows? So basically, process has been actually very good on here. Like, this is a very manual labor. I've already done the work for the map design. But this is going to be the basics, like, you know, like sketching for painting. If you do a painting or if you do a music, you have these are sketches for me. Helps me to do the process later on better. That's the thing. Indeed so. So let's put it like this. Whee! Like that. Very good stuff. Oh yeah. Also, let's put it like this as well. Those are the curves of the mountains. I'm not a very geographic person too much, but you know, I like to do this sort of like fantasy geography, indeed. Because of course, you know, when people do books and such, they do like paint like stuff like maps and such to make the word be real, and I like that fact. And hopefully people are going to be enjoying the land of Final Fallacy when it gets ready and such. Indeed, that's the thing. We shall just hope. I actually need to do some legal stuff on that thing because I need to write some papers, and I hate to do legal stuff on stuff. But, you know, in order to protect your stuff, you have to do some legal stuff. I hate that. I hate that, and you hate that as well because, like, imagine this world is like controlled by lawyers essentially, and I'm not very happy on that. Goddamn lawyers! Why we all have to serve you? You're just goddamn lawyers. Because nothing against good lawyers, but I know some nasty lawyers. Like, just like people like, if I just make money, I can do anything. It's like there's no morals in there. I've seen these people. Not big fan. Not big fan. There's a lake in here. Very good. So there's a lake. Very good. Now the forest trials. Very good. It actually goes very quickly. I'm very happy that the process is going nicely. So actually, let me do the. Let's put the as a snow thing like this, and now let's do the forest. Forest like
16.
This.
Prophet. In the future, you will be able to talk to people all around the world.
Indeed,
Peasant.
we just goddamn it.
What a
Magic
dumbass.
mirrors on your
The
hands.
earth is flat. Prophet. Size. God damn it.
God damn it, you don't know anything. Goddamn peasants, and there's still people that feel that Earth is flat. Why would you think Earth is goddamn flat? They do not say it's a globe for no reason, I tell you. There's actually this fun thing about this convention of flat earthers, and they say like people around the globe are now coming to the flat earth society, and like you see no wrong with that statement you just made? Nothing wrong whatsoever? Yeah, I don't know these people. I don't know what drives these people. I suppose, like, everything is a lie. Everything is a mystery. Like, they say, like, moon landing and all these things. There has to be evidence. Like, of course, they stage few moon landing things, but, like, they have way in there, I tell you. At least that's, you know, of course, it's not a really believe it thing. It's like, it kind of is. You have to, of course, believe, you know, look at if all of the scientists just lie to you. They all lie to me. Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, the forest is not looking very good at this point in time, but it's going to be made improved.
PBSA.
Because they don't have a brain. There's air in there,
they
so they're immune to the
there,
headshots.
So they are immune to headshots.
Hey! They have their brain in there. That's like they're just missing their position, possibly about the Earth and the geography and such. But that doesn't make a well. Oh look. The sun is setting. Ooh. Oh. It's I don't know. Do you see the color in it? It's like a very reddish. Oh boy, look at that. I like it. Yeah. It's like this house is built that when the sun sets, we can see the sun from the setting, and when the sun rises, I can see from that corner. Like when it's very cool. Very cool design. Yeah. So that is actually. It's immune to headshots. I don't know about that. I don't know a person that has actually survived from headshots, to be honest. Is there a thing like that?
(16) Flat earther. I may be dumb, but I'm not stupid.
Here we go. Here we go. Finally back. Sorry about that. That's for some reason that happened. Don't ask any questions. Yeah, damn, I don't know why that happened. actually... Yeah, I just broke... Got them. This is like why I just like messed it with it, you know. Accidentally, that happens. But another thing is I'm going to be doing, my friend. You know, I don't know about flat earthers. At 16 on PVC, I haven't actually met a flat earther. In Finland, it's very hard to find one. Because our education system is actually... I don't want to criticize American people, but like I haven't actually met a single flat earther here. I suppose they are.
Those 3 shots.
I know one girl who she didn't like the censorship. She got 3 times in the head.
PBSA.
Oh.
Well, no, because of the internet.
Well, internet can have those things, I suppose. I know this person that actually had this sort of like a beam, this sort of like a metal like thing go through his head, and he still survived, but it of course changed his brain quite a lot. Of course, that's the thing. Oh, there's one thing actually I do not have in there. The last thing is actually like this sort of like this sort of thing here, like yeah, there's some ocean 16. In here, like there, like
if this. If the bullet doesn't hit anything major, you may survive.
That's the thing, but it's of course very painful, I suppose. And I don't want to try that out. Yeah, I'm not going to be the one to line to try that out, I tell you. So we are basically now making some maps on here. Yeah, the map, kind of a sketches for them. Of course, there's going to be still later some work on them, but still, look at that. Look at that. Areas have been done. You can actually travel now from here to this position and to this position. Not the city yet, but yeah, we're going to be working on that later on. Hey, thanks for coming to eluukkanen stream. I appreciate it very much. Of course, Final Fallacy is very much going forward with the daily stuff. We're actually going to be doing daily things here. So I appreciate any support we got. Thanks for the donations and such. Very much helpful. And eluukkanen is going to go now to rest. I'm going to be now telling you daily streams, and because of the donation goal, we reach it 175%. We're going to be doing next 2 weeks every day a video. Thanks for that. Jelly Duck and Origin OG. Thanks for them. We're going to be doing more work on this. Hopefully going to be seeing you in Final Fallacy when it actually goes into playable state. Let's see you then. Well, no, before that, wherever you are, I wish you good day. See you later from Finland. See ya, man.